Hey, just jumping in here really quick. I mean, my 365 live does not start until tomorrow, but I did just want to jump in here really quick because I haven't been in today. It's Sunday for me. So I've been spending the day getting out my EVO Planner, which I mentioned on Instagram, and I do want to tell you guys about it. So it's 90 days. I'm not going to talk about it right now in detail because I didn't bring it. I could go get it. I should go get it, but I won't. So yeah, it's a sort of a 90-day planner, and it's based on your brain type. And for me, that was an Explorer. So before you order the planner, I actually won it. But before you sort of order it, you get to do like this personality type test, which I love personality type tests. And yeah, at the end of it, you get given a planner, or like you get to order the planner for your brain type. So the idea of it, hang on, hand is killing me. The idea of it, just gonna get comfy, is, I'll stop showing, it's probably a little bit too much. Hey, we don't quite know each other very well yet. Yeah, so the idea of this planner is to help you actually have the most productive day, week, month based on your brain type, so how you actually function. So for me, one of the key things is like, I can't be boxed in. I can't be kind of like told what to do. I need to make sure that everything I'm doing kind of lights me up, gives me a little bit of fun. I get bored really easily. Those of you who know me quite well, Cara, she is my hairdresser and one of my good friends. We've known each other forever now, and I'm sure that she would know I get bored easily. Christine, we've been talking every single day since what, Feb? Maybe even, I don't even know. I'll have to look into that. Earlier in the year anyway, so we've been talking every single day, not even kidding. We never miss a day. I don't think we've missed a day. Maybe once, I think. Every now and then we might miss like replying to each other straight away, but yeah, definitely we chat within like every 24 hours. And she would know that I have a million ideas. I get distracted all the fucking time. And it's not, well, I don't get distracted, I move on. So if I don't kind of capture an idea straight away, which, mind you, after listening to a Brendan Burchard, yeah, podcast about when an idea comes to you, fucking take action on, well, he didn't swear, but take action on it straight away. Like 30 minutes, dedicate that day to doing something with that idea, writing it down, whatever, and then also the next day. So like an hour within 48 hours, 30 minutes each day. Act on it. Because if you don't, what I've noticed to be true, I can't remember exactly what he said, so I'm not even going to try and quote, but what I actually have noticed to be true is, this looks a little bit sexual, doesn't it, having it off my shoulder, but it's, you know, you're going to get bra strap or you're going to get shoulder. Tell me what you prefer. Don't tell me what you prefer because you'll be watching the replay. It'll be too late. Sorry. So yeah, what I've found to be true with that, with the whole idea thing, I was saying this in a Voxer chat to Christine this morning, is if I don't like do something really big with that idea straight away. So for me, it was like, I had this idea about my coaching program after I do the 5 weeks complimentary that I'm doing with a couple of ladies. Can't fucking wait. And then I'm going to kick off like a it's still going to be proper, just I'm not getting paid. So I'm giving that away complimentary at the moment, trying to build up, feedback, testimonials, experience, hands-on experience. I've done a lot of trainings, and I've worked with people in the past, but I really want to next level my coaching. I've sort of, going off in a tangent again, I have had enough of like all the bullshit kind of coaching out there where it's more about the coach and, or you just show up on the call and you're like, so what do you want to talk about today? And tell me where you're at. And then you chat about like, you know, what is it that you want to work on today? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to be that typical coach that doesn't really give my clients anything tangible. I don't get them any results. So for the next 5 weeks, I am working complimentary with 5. I think I've got 8 people booked in. I really wanted to work with 5. Don't know how I'm going to choose. So I could end up working with all 8 of these ladies. And my goal is just to give them the best experience that I can, learn from them, and yeah, see what it takes, what I can tap into to get them the results that ultimately they deserve. So this idea came through me about what program it is that I want to ultimately create moving forward as a coaching experience. And I had this huge headache yesterday. If you're following me on Instagram, I am pregnant, so I do often get like these headaches, especially if I kind of exert myself too much. And it's fucking gorgeous weather this weekend. We really wanted to get a lot done. So we put together my daughter's bed. I just watched, actually. I really didn't exert myself. My husband put it together. There was a lot of running around. I did a lot in the office. Anyway, long story short, I actually woke up with a headache, but it just did not go away. I did not give it a chance to go away. I was on my phone a lot, mixed with doing a lot of shit, just bad combo. Anyway, this idea came through me and I was like, I really need to like whip up this sales page. And the reason I wanted to whip up the sales page is because I had like just all the words were coming to me and I was like, if I handwrite it down, it just won't be the same. I won't be motivated. I've made that mistake before. I'll handwrite ideas. I'll scribble down some notes to kind of like, oh, that'll spark my brain later. Or one time I actually wrote it all down. I did this sales page and then it crashed. And I was like, fuck, I can't be bothered fixing it. I was so frustrated. I was like, I'll fix it tomorrow. And then tomorrow I tried and I lost it. I just lost it. The words were not there. Like I remember the idea, I remember the concept, but when I created the sales page again, it just wasn't the same. It didn't have like, I showed it to Christine, she's like, yes, no, she loved it, blah, blah. But she didn't see the original one. Did not see the original one, Christine. I know you'll be watching this. And it was so good. So I've learnt my lesson. And this time, like, write it in a note before so that if I do lose the content, the actual copy I've still got, because it's about the words for me. Like, the ideas kind of, they come through me in words. I don't know how things kind of take place for you guys, whatever the word is. Can't think of the word right now, but I don't know how things come into fruition. That's sort of it, like ideas. How do they come through you? For me, it's usually like these words, like sentences, if you will. So for the sales page, the title like came through me. I was just like, this one word just stood out to me and I was like, holy shit, like one word. That's the name of my next program. And then suddenly it was like, and here's the first sentence. Here is the why. Oh, remember that testimonial that you got? That is the perfect one. So I like remembered that. It was just one little sentence that someone had said to me after a call that I'd had with them. And I was like, yes, I'm going to grab that. So I went and found the note and I grabbed that. I put it in. I was like, that's perfect. And then all these like my whys, and just Christine had done like this resume thing on Instagram and shared kind of like her resume. I was like, I love that idea, and then mine just kind of flowed to me. Anyway, so while I had a headache, you would think I would be like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it tomorrow. I'll just write a quick note, remind myself I want to do this. But I was like, no, Jill. Last time you didn't take instant action, or you didn't save that instant action. You decided to do it again tomorrow. It did not come back with the same strength, passion, excitement, spark. Like it's like when an idea first comes to you, it has this spark, like it's so energized, it's on fire, it's like this big fireball that just goes straight through you, and over time it sort of like fizzles, like it's still there but it's not burning the same way that when it first comes to you. Maybe that's just me, but I have to capture it. So I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I pushed through and I got it done. I have no idea now what I was on about with my journal, but I think it's like about like getting bored and all that kind of crap. So anyway, I wrote down the idea. And back to the journal, let's just like get off the tangent, refocus back on the EVO journal. So for the next 90 days, like I've got my 365 live, which starts tomorrow. I guess technically it could start today, seeing as I'm going live. I guess now it'll be 366. But anyway, anywho, focus. I'm in like this weird, crazy mood. No headache today, so I'm feeling good. I'm probably high on glue because I just finished up doing 130 and 40 stubby holders. So 170 stubby holders, which is like can koozies or cozies. I don't know what you guys call them. They wrap around cans, keep them cold. Over in America, I know you guys don't, you don't call them stubby holders. We call them stubby holders. I don't know why they go around cans, but anyway. So I just finished doing those. So the glue could be affecting me. I don't know, but I'm in like this weird, crazy mood. I'm about to start cleaning because the kids are back at school tomorrow. So I think I'm just like full of all this, like, yeah, fuck yeah, kids are going back. They've been home since pretty much March this year. For guys over in the States or anywhere else maybe, your school year is a lot different. Ours is the same as the calendar year, so they start in late January, and they don't finish till December. So we are kicking off the final term now, and they will officially finish their year level in December. So same as our calendar year, I guess. In theory, it's the same. They take their long break in summer, which is Christmas. We just call it Christmas break. We don't call it summer break, or just end of year. And it's literally the end of the school year, end of the calendar year, end of the work year, all of that kind of crap. Quite simple, really. Quite simple. It's all just the same as a calendar. Anywho, moving on. I'm like totally excited about this. Too excited. My fucking diary. So 90 days, and I'm going to actually commit to it. So you map out your month, you map out your week, and it's all about like making sure that you make time to include these things that kind of keep you energized as a in my case, explorer. So there's the 4 brain types, tells you kind of like your weaknesses, your strengths, so the things that you might need to work on, and then how to include your strengths and the things that naturally light you up that will keep you most productive so that you can get your day done. So for me, I don't know whether it includes like health and all that for everybody, but like you've got to tick off the one thing you're going to do to focus on your health, the one thing you can do for your relationships, work, all that kind of stuff. Wish I had it with me. It'd be so much better to kind of show it to you. But yeah, then it breaks down. So you have your weekly brain dump kind of, and then you go and put that into your daily thing. And so like it's got like gratitude, the things that you're grateful for in the day, things that you're going to do for fun today, your top tasks. And then at the end, like all your typical stuff, but like it includes, so for me, it includes like, what am I going to do to have fun today? What am I going to do to like, energize my brain today? Things like that. And so I'm assuming all the other journals have different things based on how you best work. So maybe the other brain types, there might be one that's like a planner, like to-do lists, and you'll have everything in order. So then I imagine it would have some kind of like section that helps you like tick things off. Whereas I'm not really a ticker-offerer. That is the technical term, non-ticker-offerer. So that's me. I just don't really like to be boxed in. I don't really like to have this huge to-do list. I kind of like to wing it a little bit. So yeah, and then at the end of the day, there's a little barcode where you can evaluate your day. You just kind of score yourself, but there's a barcode that you can scan or a QR code, whatever they call it. Scan it, you have the app, and it uploads your fucking day into the app and gives you like your score and stuff, which is really fucking cool, and it's just a bit of fun. So anyway, it's a really cool journal, diary thing, planner, whatever. So I'm committed to doing that for the next 90 days as well, just to keep myself more accountable. This is a great example of my brain type. No planners really work for me. I fucking love them. I collect planners, I collect notebooks, I don't know, don't really know, like a huge notebook and planner collector. But I rarely use them for very long. So I have umpteen, I don't know whether that's a worldwide phrase, but umpteen is something my mom says, and it just means lots. So I have a lot of planners, a lot of notebooks, and they're all full of like random notes all over the place. None of them are for anything specific. I hope I'm not covering the mic. And they're messy as fuck. I maybe fill out like 10 pages and then I'm like, oh, that's so messy and unorganized. And then if I have this really cool new idea or a new course that I'm doing, or something like that, someone new that I'm working with, I'll get a new notebook, and then all of a sudden I'm putting all my notes in there that don't belong. I've got an actual diary, and sometimes that's full of notes that don't belong. I have my gratitude book and I'm terrible. I forget to fill it out all the time. So I want to get better at that as well. So I've got my Rachel Hollis Start Today journal, which I love. And that's about like just reminding yourself of those big things that you hope to accomplish, and you write them down as if you've already accomplished them. So every day you'll write like, I'm so grateful for, you know, my mansion by the beach. And that is like, because you're trying to visualize, remind yourself that that's something that you want. I think that's how it works. That's how often I fill it out. But I'm going to get better at that too, because now that the kids are back at school, I'm going to create a morning routine for myself as well. So that'll be good. No more reason to need to sleep in, because that is the beauty but also downfall of working for yourself, having your own business. You don't have to get out of bed at any particular fucking time. So if you don't work for anyone else but yourself, like me, I don't have a 9 to 5 or anything like that. I 100% work for myself. I am my own boss, and it's been that way for a very, very long time. I don't think I've worked for a boss since I was 16, 17. Although actually that's a fucking lie. That's a lie. So when we moved to Yarrawonga, I had a party shop. I had a retail shop back here, where I live currently, my hometown, where I grew up. I had a party shop and a cake business, so I did cakes from home. But we decided when we moved to Yarrawonga, which you guys no idea what I'm talking about, when we moved to this other location, a couple of hours away, dream location, I love it. It's a place that we go on a yearly holiday to every single year since I was born. My parents started that tradition, I think, before I was born. And I think, actually, I'm not sure, but I've been going there my whole life anyway, so I love it. And we decided to move there, me and my husband. And I did not take the party shop with me because there was already one there and I didn't want to have to compete. I also was sick of doing cakes at that point because I was up like till 3 a.m. every night, got quite busy. I would have 10 cake orders or more every weekend, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So when we moved, I was like, I'm just gonna fucking chill, you know? I'm just gonna enjoy life. But I got very bored because I'm not the sort of person who just enjoys sitting around being a mum. That is not my sole purpose in life. As much as I love it, I'm pregnant, I'm having a fourth. I do like cherish being a mum and I love the whole journey, but I am not your stay-at-home mum. I will never be the mum who cooks and cleans and lives for my child. That is just not me. No shame against those who are, because I think that's awesome and inspiring, and like, you just need to do what lights you up. That is the best path for you. That is not what lights me up. I need to be, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't want to use the word purpose, because being a mum is like one of the greatest purposes you can possibly fucking have. But you guys know what I'm talking about. You're here, you're entrepreneurial. I don't need to justify myself. That's just the who I am. That's just the me that I am. I don't know what the words are. Anywho, I found myself like bored. They were at school. One of them was at school. The other two were young. One was a baby, 1-year-old. And we had them in daycare just once a week, like just so that, I don't know, just because that's just how we are. We feel like that it's good for them to have social interaction, all that kind of stuff. And then I noticed that the local $2 shop, the Reject Shop, it's called over here. So I don't know what that would be like over in the States. I can't think of what that would be, but it's like this big $2 shop chain. And it's a cool shop. It's a cool shop. So I was like, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun job. So I did get a job there for about 8 months until we decided to move back home. I missed my family and stuff. So yeah, we moved back home and here we are. And yeah, that's the only time. Then when we moved back home, I was back into, actually while we're in Yarrawonga, I'm just prattling on you guys. I hope you don't mind hearing my life story. When I was in Yarrawonga and I was working at the Reject Shop and I wasn't doing cakes anymore, that's where I started selling my edible images online, which I do today. So this is a long time ago, because I've had that business now for about 10 years, that e-commerce store. And that is what I class as my 9 to 5, because that is my everyday non-negotiable. I have to get those orders done. I have customers. It's very highly profitable. I have five people work for me now, including myself. We have a team of 5. So yeah, it's really good, and I have that team so that I don't have to work if I don't want to. So the whole point that I was getting at is when you work for yourself, you don't have to get up at any particular time, especially during COVID, because the kids are doing school from home, and mine are at the age where they can kind of get up, log in, do all that crap themselves. They don't need me. They get their own breakfast. So mom just sleeps in till whenever the fuck she wants. And yeah, usually I'm waking up around 7 anyway, so it's not this huge sleep in. But mind you, I was getting up at 4:30 a.m. for a while there, and I loved it. But since getting pregnant, it just, I don't know, I'm tired, I'm really tired, so I'm just enjoying those sleep-ins. And I don't need to, because it just doesn't really help me. The kids are home all day. I don't really have like all these commitments and things that I need to be doing. There's no after school activities, all that kind of stuff. So I don't need those extra hours in the morning. So now for most of 2020, I've just got up whenever I feel like it. So, and that's what I was getting at. When you work for yourself, there aren't those rules. Like, you don't need to be up at any set time unless you've got routine in your life that demands that. But yeah, so pretty much my entire life, like seriously, I've only worked for someone else for like 5% of my working life, I guess, from 14 to 16, maybe 17. I think I went back for a little bit after I had one of the kids, after I had Michelle, I think. So I was probably back at my first job for like a year or so at like 18, 19. But so besides that, my whole adult life from my 20s through to now, I'm 34, I've worked for myself. I've had my own businesses. I've generated my own income doing whatever works. I don't know. I just generate money. I just build businesses and generate money. If I need more money, I just sell more shit. Anyway, EVO journal. It's happening the next 90 days, and the 266 days of Facebook Live, I guess, is officially kicking off now. But tomorrow is when I'm going to talk about why I'm actually doing it. So I also want to give a shout out to Christine for showing the fuck up twice now and doing a video inside this group. How fucking awesome is that? And if you guys haven't watched it, please go and watch it. Let's support each other. Like, it's empowering. She's out there doing a run, doesn't give a shit how she looks, rocking up, talking about her goals. That's what this space is for. It's not for, like, I'm a lurker. We're going to call you guys out. This is not a space for lurking. So if you don't really want to engage, interact, do the things, take action, it's probably not the right group for you. I mean, I'm not going to kick you out or anything. If you really just feel inspired watching us, more power to you. But this space is about showing up, taking action, and being the badass that you actually are. And part of that is getting out there and doing the work. Like, mingle with us. We want to know you. We want to empower each other. Like, it's really, really cool to bounce positive energy and empowering energy off each other. It's nice to get away from the bullshit. Like, sometimes I think I spend most of my time on Instagram, right? And lately, I'm starting to feel like maybe everyone's not as inspiring as I think they are. Like, they've got these wicked ass posts, but I've seen that post like 5-6 times in the past week. So obviously someone higher up has done a post about this, and now all of a sudden everyone's inspired to talk about it, and that's awesome. Get your message out there. If it's a powerful message, it needs to be heard. Get it out there. But like, I'm just not seeing them really. Like, you try and start these DM conversations and they fall flat. The energy's just lacking. So this space is about actually showing up as the individuals and real people we are. We're not here to compete. We're not here to give a business advice to each other. We're here to like literally enhance our positive mindset. And I think we can do that by all showing up, all sharing it. Like, get in here and empower the group. Tell us your goals. That's one of the biggest things I want people to do. I want to hear how big your fucking goals are. Who's got the biggest goal in here? Who's got the craziest goal? Like, mine is a $10 million year eventually, and a gorgeous house, multi-million-dollar home in Queensland, sunny Queensland, maybe by the beach, maybe a ranch style. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens to light me up in the moment. But that's mine. who's got something bigger? Who wants something crazier? Cara, I know your dream is to do the retreats and things like that. Tell us more about that. Christine and I are all up for that. In fact, I reckon most of us have dreamt about doing a retreat. So Cara, calling you out, jump in here, do a live, do a post, tell us about these retreats that you want to do one day. Yeah, and maybe Christine, you can talk about the retreats that you want to do one day that we've spoken about in the past. Like, let's light each other up, let's empower each other, let's get fucking excited. Like, that's what this space is for. So please, guys, don't just lurk. Don't just hang out here and occasionally watch a video. Like, make this your go-to place that lights you up every single day. I'm out. I've had my rant. I've prattled on. Prattling. Christine knew what that meant, so I'm going to assume that you all know what that means. But this was fun for me just to jump in here and be crazy. I haven't even got makeup on. I'm trying out the filters. They're nowhere near as flattering as Instagram. Come on, Facebook. Lift your game. But yeah, I'm pumped about tomorrow, you guys. All right, jumping off. I've got housework to do. I shall chat to you tomorrow when my first official day one video drops.